Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Oh, he's got a chance. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Clemson jumps to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Find some fresh air. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the catch. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clemson is quick to the line.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like,
Brings into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Denson. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run on inside. It's Johnson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. After the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Taylor. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He's going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Right down the ball bar. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To the air. It's Lindsey. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Open on the left side is Smith. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He tries to take the top off. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Trying to run, it's Taylor. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lindsey. He's got him. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard is going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He uncorks one deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lets one fly deep, and he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working that left side now. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Finds some time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This will likely be the last play of the half. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 23 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
And it's USC with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution at him moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the end zone. Got it down the field. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll run it. It's Taylor. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Minnesota! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Scanning the field, it's Denson. Got a man, it's Johnson. Crosses to 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or 2 to get back in this football game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Helms. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the move. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside. It's Johnson.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try to save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you...
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is the sure points. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's a great job by the quarterback here in this 2-minute situation, realizing that all of his receivers are available and live targets right now, right? He hasn't thrown to that guy too often up to this point of the game, but he didn't quit on him, and that play saw him wide open, gave him a shot.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Unloads it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is...
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to